Okay, so for preparation into exams, I normally do I'll write my notes and then I'll rewrite them lots of times and cut down on the things and see how much I can remember and keep doing that. And then from there I'll do practice exam questions or practice tests depending on the subject, like say for maths practice questions, and see how much I can remember and then hand it into the teacher and keep doing that until I get a mark that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, I think the most important thing with writing notes is just to base it off the syllabus, because that's such a good guide. It tells you exactly what you need, because they can't really test on something that's not in the syllabus. So I base everything on that, and then it's all about practice. So essays for history, just practice, 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 and teachers are a really good guide as well. I usually, go talk to them. Sometimes I give them my notes, but it's a lot of content for them to look at. So I usually give them essays and things like that, which is the most important.
What about in the exam room? Once you get into the exam room, what is it that you do when the paper's in front of you?
Well, I normally, so for say an English one, I look at what the questions actually ask me to do, or any essay. So normally they start with assess or evaluate, what the exact word is asking me to do, and then so I answer the question and then look at the content. So make sure that I address both parts of it.
Yeah, and it's very subject specific, but usually I give in the introduction, I just make sure that I have a brief sort of definition of what they're asking, so just to make sure that you address the question straight away, don't sort of talk around the question. And I always write quite detailed, obviously a quick, but a plan before I start on a separate piece of paper, and make sure that in the plan I've already answered all the parts of the question before I even start the question, because otherwise it's really easy to just go off topic and to lose track.
What about time management?
Well, it's been a massive issue for me personally in the past. So mainly, especially in your preparation, make sure that you're doing practice questions under time conditions and exam conditions, because if you're giving yourself as much time as you want, when you get into the exam it's completely different. So just keep an eye on the clock and make sure that you have enough time, sort of space out, if I've got this many paragraphs that I want to do in my plan, keep say I'll give 10 minutes to this paragraph because it's more important, and then go on from there.
Yeah, and I always make sure that in my preparation that all my practice is handwritten, so I'll type up my notes because it's quicker and it's more efficient, but then the essays and maths and all things like that, I make sure they're handwritten, because handwriting and hand cramps and things like that are a real problem in exams, and the only way to get over that is to just make sure that you're prepared and you sort of know what to do, and then it comes very instinctively once you've practiced it a lot.